What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and we have some insanely sad news today in the world of DC. Henry Cavill is not going to be returning as Superman after all. James Gunn and Peter Safran were recently announced the new co-CEOs of DC Studios, and when they came in, they started to shake things up a little bit. Unfortunately, they came in after Black Adam. In Black Adam, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Henry Cavill had every intention on bringing Superman back, and they did. He was in the post-credit scene, and it seemed like he was back for good, and Dwayne talked about how much he fought with the studio to get him to come back. However, like I said, that was before James Gunn and Peter Safran took over. Now, unfortunately today, Henry Cavill has released an official statement telling us all that he is not going to be back as Superman. Here's what he posted to his Instagram. He said, "I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the newest universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards." Again, this is super sad to hear, but this was a very, very classy and tasteful announcement by Henry Cavill. He handled this perfectly. You know it's hard on him. You know it's hard for him to deal with this. But despite how hard it might be for him, he is handling it with such class. Also, I might add that I kind of feel stupid now because I met him at the Avatar premiere when we were in the theater, and I shook his hand and told him that I was really happy that he was back as Superman. I feel really bad now, although it sounds like he just had a meeting with them today. So unfortunately, we thought they were going to be keeping him around. James Gunn even talked about how important Superman was in the DC universe, and he did talk about how he praised Henry Cavill as Superman, but unfortunately, they are coming into a universe that needs to be rebuilt, and it kind of sounds like James Gunn is planning on starting from scratch. It makes you wonder what the future holds for the rest of these franchises that are coming out or have recently came out, like Black Adam. Is The Rock still going to be Black Adam in the DCU? It also makes you question what we thought we knew. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said that Black Adam was the first movie in their phase 1. He announced that DC was doing phases now. However, Dwayne announced that, and that was before James Gunn and Peter Safran took over. And since The Rock is the one who brought Superman back and claimed that he was back, that didn't mean much because unfortunately The Rock is not in charge, and Peter Safran and James Gunn came in and said Superman is now gone. At least Henry Cavill is Superman. We can expect another Superman to be in the universe. James Gunn has already expressed that Superman is very important. And in this, Henry Cavill even says that Superman is still around. Everything that he stands for still exists, and the examples he sets for us are still there. And he simply states that his turn to wear the cape is over. So it looks like they'll be bringing in a new Superman. But with the news that James Gunn is canceling Wonder Woman 3, it makes us wonder if Gal Gadot is done as Wonder Woman now. If he was willing to let Cavill go as Superman, he is most likely willing to let Gadot go as Wonder Woman. And it sounds like he might actually be starting from ground zero when he builds his new DC universe. So as unfortunate as it is, it sounds like nobody is really safe in the DC universe that we know. However, James Gunn did tweet a poster for Blue Beetle, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Blue Beetle is okay. I'm also going to assume movies that don't exist in the main DC universe like Joker 2 and the Batman and all of the Batman spin-offs like the Penguin villain series, I'm gonna assume they're okay as well, because they don't directly affect the universe that James Gunn is trying to build. James Gunn has already expressed that movies, TV shows, and including anything that is going to be on a streaming service, and even video games are all going to be connected to one universe, although he did say not all video games are going to be connected. But James Gunn has a plan. Unfortunately, that plan does not include Henry Cavill's Superman. So this is a very sad day. I really did love Henry Cavill as Superman. I loved Man of Steel. A lot of people didn't, but I did. I thought it was amazing, and I really loved him as Superman. He was perfect to me, and I'm sure to a lot of different people as well. So this is sad news, but let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. And to keep up with the latest DC news, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter as well, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.